Hi, how are you? Fine, thank you, and you? Nói tiếng Anh như vậy đã đủ mượt chưa? Hello, welcome you to the lesson number 49. It's me again, Mr. Robert. Và lại là thầy Robert Thành đây. Ở những cái công trình nghiên cứu của những chuyên gia về ngôn ngữ hàng đầu trên thế giới, họ chỉ ra rằng để mà bạn có thể master được một ngôn ngữ và tự tin sử dụng nó, chúng ta sẽ cần có 3 bước. Vậy đó là gì? Step number 1, you need to have understandable input. Cái bước đầu tiên đó chính là bạn cần phải có đầu vào mà vừa sức. Hay nói cách khác là mỗi khi các bạn học một cái gì đó, chúng ta sẽ cần phải hiểu là cái thứ chúng ta học là cái gì và nó có liên quan ra làm sao. Ví dụ như bạn học một bài tiếng Anh thì bạn cần phải hiểu là cái bài đó thì nó nói về cái gì, cái nội dung như thế nào, phần phát âm ra làm sao. Đó, đấy là những cái mà đơn giản nhất mà chúng ta cần phải hiểu được. Bởi vì não bộ sẽ không tiếp thu được những thứ mà nó không hiểu. Ví dụ như bạn đi học một môn toán, mà nếu như bạn bị mất gốc lúc nào mà bạn lại học những cái bài toán nó phức tạp, thì chắc chắn là bạn cảm thấy rất là đau khổ vì cái môn toán đó, vì bạn đâu có hiểu được. Nên là chúng ta muốn đó là phát triển thì chúng ta cần phải hiểu cái thứ mà chúng ta học. Đấy là bước đầu tiên. Nên là khi các bạn học với cái câu chuyện The Race hay là A Kiss hay là Fat Man thì thầy đều hướng dẫn để cho các bạn chúng ta hiểu rõ câu chuyện trước khi chúng ta bắt tay vào phần đó là cải thiện nâng cao hơn nữa. Sau đó đến bước số 2, step number 2, take action or practice. Bước thứ hai đó chính là cần phải hành động, đó chính là cần phải thực hành. Không có cái quá trình nào mà tiếp thu nếu như bạn không thực hành. Bạn chỉ biết thì là chúng ta có thể là làm được bài kiểm tra thôi, nhưng khi chúng ta thực hành thì chúng ta mới thực sự là thấu hiểu được nó và mình mới có thể là dùng được nhá, mình mới có thể là dùng được. Nên bước số 2 rất là quan trọng, đó chính là mình cần phải thực hành cái điều mà mình hiểu. Và trong cuộc sống cũng tương tự, khi các bạn học một cái ngành nào đó, khi mình muốn nó phát triển thêm một cái kỹ năng nào đó thì đầu tiên mình cần cái người dẫn đường, chỉ dẫn cho mình. Và sau đó thì mình sẽ bắt đầu thực hành, áp dụng nó vào trong cuộc sống, trong công việc. Thế thì bắt đầu bạn hiểu nhiều hơn nữa. Nhưng mà để bạn từ một cái người mà có khả năng làm việc cho đến khi trở thành một cái chuyên gia hay là một người thành thạo khi mà sử dụng nó, thì đó là bước số 3, repetition. Đó chính là cái sự lặp lại. Tức là lặp lại có nghĩa là hôm nay mình làm cái này, ngày mai mình cũng làm cái này, ngày kia mình cũng làm cái này, ngày kia mình cũng làm cái này, được chưa? Và cứ sau mỗi một lần lặp lại như vậy, chúng ta sẽ học thêm sâu hơn nữa với cái kỹ năng hay là với cái ngôn ngữ mà các bạn thực hành. Đó, nên là về bản chất của cái việc học ngoại ngữ thì có những trường hợp các bạn bảo ôi nhưng em học em biết hết từ mới rồi, em học em biết hết cái cấu trúc ở đây rồi, học biết hết cái phát âm ở đây rồi, thì thôi em không học nữa. Nhưng thực sự là để mà master được thì mình sẽ cần phải repetition, repeat again and again. Và đó là lý do tại sao mà mỗi một cái phần phản xạ của chúng ta thì không chỉ học đó là một vài ngày, mà chúng ta học 1 tuần, 2 tuần và cho đến khi nào mà bạn có thể là trả lời thành thạo được thì thôi. And today you will practice deeply about the story The Race. Và ngày hôm nay chúng ta sẽ thực hành sâu về câu chuyện The Race nữa. Và ngày hôm nay thì bạn hãy chú ý là chúng ta sẽ bật cả từ khóa và bật cả câu khi nghe những câu hỏi nhé. Lấy ví dụ, Tom says, when the light turns green, let's race. Ooh. Does Tom say, when the light turns red, let's race? No, green. Tom says, when the light turns green, let's race. Đó, thì chúng ta sẽ trả lời cả từ khóa và cả câu. Tuy nhiên thì với bạn nào chúng ta vẫn chưa học kỹ bước 1 và bước 2 thì hãy làm thật kỹ bước 1, bước 2 trước khi mà chúng ta chuyển sang thực hành, lặp lại và dần dần mình cải thiện tốc độ, mình cải thiện cái khả năng phản xạ của mình nhanh hơn nữa nha. Ok, please stand up, take a deep breath, exhale and say our incantation. 1, 2, 3. I'm a great English speaker. Tôi là người nói tiếng Anh tuyệt vời. Và bây giờ thì hãy đặt camera ở phía trước mặt để quay lại quá trình bạn thực hành phản xạ với câu chuyện này nha. 1, 2, 3, action.
Hello, welcome to the mini story for The Race. Let's get started. It was 5 o'clock and Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, at 5 o'clock, right? At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Was Alan riding his car? Or was Alan riding his motorcycle? Well, of course, Alan was riding his motorcycle. Where was Alan riding his motorcycle? In San Francisco. Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. When was he riding? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, Alan was riding his motorcycle in San Francisco. He was riding down Van Ness Street and came to a stoplight. Who was riding down Van Ness Street? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street. What was he riding on? On a motorcycle. He was riding on his motorcycle. Was he riding down Market Street? No, not Market Street. He wasn't riding down Market Street. Was he riding down Lombard Street? No, he wasn't riding down Lombard Street. He was riding down Van Ness Street. When? When was he riding down Van Ness Street? At 5 o'clock. At 5 o'clock, he was riding down Van Ness Street. Who was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock? Alan. Alan was riding down Van Ness Street at 5 o'clock. Was he in a truck? No, he wasn't in a truck. He was on his motorcycle. And he came to a stoplight. Did Alan come to a go light? No. He didn't come to a go light. He came to a stoplight. We never say go light. We only say stoplight. Who came to a stoplight? Alan, of course. Alan came to a stoplight. What was he on when he came to a stoplight? A motorcycle. He was on a motorcycle when he came to a stoplight. Where was the stoplight? Well, on Van Ness Street. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Was the stoplight on Embarcadero Street? Or was the stoplight on Van Ness Street? Van Ness, of course, Van Ness. The stoplight was on Van Ness Street. Who was at the stoplight? Alan was at the stoplight. Which city was Alan in? In San Francisco, of course. Alan was in San Francisco. Where is Van Ness? Well, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Is Van Ness Street in New York? Or is Van Ness Street in San Francisco? Well, of course, Van Ness Street is in San Francisco. Where was Alan riding? He was riding on Van Ness Street in San Francisco. And he came to a stoplight. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Did the red Ferrari pull up behind him? No, not behind him. The red Ferrari pulled up next to him. What pulled up next to Alan? A red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Did Alan pull up next to a red Ferrari? No. Alan didn't pull up next to a red Ferrari. A red Ferrari pulled up next to him. Where did the red Ferrari pull up next to Alan? At a stoplight on Van Ness Street. At a stoplight on Van Ness Street, a red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. Was Alan in a red Ferrari? No. Alan wasn't in a red Ferrari. He was on a motorcycle. Alan was on a motorcycle. What did the red Ferrari do? Well, it pulled up next to Alan. The red Ferrari pulled up next to Alan. The driver was wearing dark sunglasses. So, Alan was wearing dark sunglasses. No, not Alan. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Who was wearing dark sunglasses? The driver of the Ferrari. The driver of the Ferrari was wearing dark sunglasses, not Alan. The driver looked over at Alan. Did the driver look behind Alan? No. He looked over at Alan. Who looked over at Alan? The driver of the Ferrari looked over at Alan. Did Alan look over at the driver? Yes, he did. Alan also looked over at the driver. Who was the driver? Tom Cruise! Tom Cruise was the driver. Alan looked over at the driver and realized that the driver was Tom Cruise. Who was the driver of the Ferrari? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who was the motorcycle rider? Alan. Alan was the motorcycle rider, and Tom Cruise was the driver of the Ferrari. Who looked over at Alan? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise looked over at Alan. What was Tom Cruise wearing? Sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses. Was Alan wearing dark sunglasses? No, he wasn't. Alan wasn't wearing dark sunglasses. Tom Cruise was wearing dark sunglasses, and he looked over at Alan. Tom sneered at Alan. Oh no. Did Tom smile? No, he didn't. Tom didn't smile. He sneered at Alan. Was Tom friendly and nice? No, he wasn't friendly and nice. He sneered at Alan. Did Alan sneer at Tom Cruise? Or did Tom Cruise sneer at Alan? Well, Tom Cruise sneered at Alan. After he sneered, what did Tom Cruise say? Well, he said, "When the light turns green, let's race." After he sneered at Alan, Tom Cruise said, "When the light turns green, let's race." Did Tom want to race? Yes, of course. He has a Ferrari. He wanted to race. Alan said, "All right, you're on." Did Alan agree to race Tom? Yes, he agreed. He said, "You're on." Did Tom say, "You're on"? No, Tom didn't say, "You're on." Alan said, "You're on." Alan agreed to race. Who said, "You're on"? Alan. Alan said, "You're on." What did Alan agree to do? Well, to race. Alan agreed to race Tom. He said, "You're on." Tom said, "I'm gonna smoke you, sucker." Did Tom say he would beat Alan? Yes, he did. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you. I'm gonna beat you." Did Tom say he would win? Yes, he said he would win. He said, "I'm gonna smoke you." Who was Tom gonna smoke? Well, Alan. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Schwarzenegger? No, Tom wasn't gonna smoke Arnold Schwarzenegger. Tom was gonna smoke Alan. Was Tom gonna smoke Alan at football, soccer? No, he wasn't gonna smoke Alan at football or soccer. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. He was gonna smoke Alan in a race. Was Tom nice and polite? No, he said sucker. He called Alan sucker. Is sucka a nice, polite word? No, it's not. It's not polite. It's not nice. He said, I'm gonna smoke you, sucka. Alan said, you wish. I'm gonna beat you and your sorry-ass car. Did Tom have a very, very nice car? No, he did not have a nice car. He had a sorry-ass Ferrari. A sorry-ass car. What kind of car did Tom have? He had a sorry-ass car. Low-quality car. Bad car. Cheap car. Is a Ferrari a nice car? No, it's a sorry-ass car. Ferraris are sorry-ass cars. Did Alan like Tom's car? No, he didn't. Alan thought it was a sorry-ass car. Who had a sorry-ass car? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise had a sorry-ass car. Did Alan have a sorry-ass motorcycle? No, Alan had a great motorcycle. But Tom had a sorry-ass car. Alan and Tom waited at the light. They revved their engines. Vroom, 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 vroom. Who revved their engines? Alan and Tom. Alan and Tom revved their engines. Did they rev their bicycles? No, not possible. They didn't rev their bicycles. Of course not. They revved their engines. What did they rev? Their engines. They revved, vroom, 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 their engines. Tom and Alan revved their engines. Suddenly, the light turned green. Alan and Tom took off. Did Alan and Tom start slowly? No, they didn't start slowly. They took off. They started quickly. They started very fast. Alan and Tom took off. What did Alan take off on? Alan took off on his motorcycle. On his motorcycle. Alan took off on his motorcycle. What did Tom take off in? In his car. Tom took off in his car. Tom took off in his Ferrari. Did they stop or did they take off quickly? They took off quickly. Why did Alan and Tom take off quickly? Well, they took off quickly because they were racing, right? Of course, they took off quickly because they were racing. They zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. Who zoomed down Van Ness at top speed? Tom and Alan. Tom and Alan zoomed down Van Ness at top speed. When did they zoom down Van Ness? Well, after the light turned green. After the light turned green, they zoomed down Van Ness. Did they zoom down Van Ness Before the light turned green or after the light turned green? After, of course. They zoomed down Van Ness after the light turned green. Did they zoom down Lombard Street? No, they didn't zoom down Lombard Street. Which street did they zoom down? Van Ness. They zoomed down Van Ness Street. Tom was winning. But suddenly, blue and red lights appeared behind Tom. It was the police. They pulled him over. Who pulled over Tom Cruise? The police. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Who did the police pull over? Tom Cruise. The police pulled over Tom Cruise. Did the police pull over Alan? No. They didn't pull over Alan. They pulled over Tom Cruise. Why? Why did they pull over Tom Cruise? Well, because he was going too fast. He was going too fast. They pulled over Tom Cruise because he was going too fast. Who was going too fast? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise was going too fast. Alan zoomed past Tom. Did Tom zoom past Alan? No. Tom didn't zoom past Alan. Alan zoomed past Tom. Why did Alan zoom past Tom? Well, because the police pulled over Tom. The police pulled over Tom, so Alan zoomed past Tom. Alan was laughing. Ha 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 ha! He yelled, "Better luck next time!" When did Alan yell, "Better luck next time"? Well, he yelled as he zoomed past Tom. When he zoomed past Tom. As he zoomed past Tom, Alan said, "Better luck next time." As he zoomed past Tom, he yelled, "Better luck next time." Who yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom Cruise? Well, Alan, of course. Easy, right? Alan yelled, "Better luck next time," as he zoomed past Tom. Alan was the winner. Okay, that is the end of the mini story for The Race.
So great. Chú ý là mỗi một ngày thì để mà bạn có thể tăng tốc cái khả năng phản xạ tuyệt vời nhất thì thực hành 2 lần sẽ là con số lý tưởng. Nếu bạn thực hành được nhiều hơn thì càng tốt, nhưng 2 lần là tuyệt vời. Bởi vì chúng ta có 7 ngày thực hành cho mỗi câu chuyện, và nếu như bạn thực hành 2 lần thì như vậy chúng ta sẽ học sâu được câu chuyện này đấy. Còn nếu như một ngày bạn chỉ được 1 lần thôi thì bạn phải tiếp tục kéo dài hơn nữa cho đến khi bạn master được bài đó thì mới đảm bảo cái hiệu quả bạn nhé. Ok? Don't forget to listen actively to our files every day and listen to the gift that I send to you. Và đừng quên đó là nghe cái file chủ động và phần quà tặng mà thầy gửi cho bạn hàng ngày nha. Alright, ta-ta for now.